Welcome back to the Fearsome Femme podcast with your host, Alicia.
And Rami, and today we'll be talking about fear of judgment. The reason we're going to chat about fear of judgment today is because we know how much of a common fear it is that everyone seems to experience, including us. But we really wanted to touch on a few little things about that today.
Yeah, I think it's something that we've also seen in our clients as well, and it comes up a lot and holds people back so fucking much. And the thing is, we made this podcast because we don't want you to be held back. So that is exactly why we decided to talk about this topic. So before we get into our actual advice to help you with it, we sort of want to highlight why fear of judgment is so detrimental, and I guess the impact it can have on your life when you let it win. Did you want to kick it off?
Yeah. Honestly, if you keep living a life based on how other people feel, think, all of their thoughts or whatever, instead of your own, you'll never truly live a life that you desire. It'll stop you from achieving your goals, stop you from making friends, stop you from getting into relationships. Like, we could start getting like real dark about it, but it'll truly stop you from living a life that you want. And I feel like I always say this to my clients, but when you put your head on your pillow at night, you want to make sure that you lived your life for you. Otherwise, ultimately, like, you're just going to feel like shit. And I say that because it's honestly that simple. You will feel terrible. You'll probably feel empty, sad, anxious because you're just doing everything for everyone else.
I think I had a realization one day of like, yes, I may feel more comfortable when I'm worried about fear of judgment or worried what people are thinking, but I'm more comfortable, but I'm unhappy. And it's sort of like that thing of like, would you rather maybe have the little bit of discomfort of like being your absolute best, highest self in public, doing all the things, singing at the top of your lungs, dancing on the tables, doing whatever it is, and having the fucking time of your life and having #no regrets.
I was going to say it.
Oh, yeah.
Not even single it.
But having no regrets and just living your best fucking life, because I think that's the difference, is you can either be really comfortable and play it safe almost, or do the scary things and do the things where, yeah, maybe a little bit more uncomfortable. Because an example I always use with my clients is like, you can always tell the people who don't fear judgment or who maybe do and decide to do anyways, or like the people in the room that are doing all the things and you gravitate towards them because you can tell that they're living their best fucking life.
100%. And, you know, like you and I with this podcast, it's like we just do it. And it doesn't necessarily mean there might not be fear or there might not be nerves or whatever, but it's like we just decide to do it, right? Regardless of the judgment. Like for me, for example, just to like give a quick story, but when I first started posting that I left Victoria Police, if you go on my Instagram and see my pinned reel, like there are hundreds of disgusting comments on there. But as you can see, I'm still posting every single day regardless, because I'm like, well, judgment's always going to be there, but I want to just keep making changes, keep being positive, keep doing my thing regardless of what people are saying or doing. So it's just the fact that like I'm not special, or we're not special, is where I wanted to really get at that. It's just that we do it.
Yeah, I think it's rising above the fear instead of letting it win. And that's something we wanted to highlight, is not letting it win, because I think, like you just said, it doesn't go away. Like it may not necessarily, I feel like with a lot of fears, it may not completely disappear or like go away and you never feel it again, but you just learn how to work around it or how to move through it so that it's not something that makes your life fucking miserable, I'm going to say. Because literally it's something that you can actually just rise above, and you may feel it, but just choose to do it anyways. So
100%. Like, I think I would feel worse if I stopped showing up on social media because of the keyboard warriors. Like if I were to compare what's worse, like that would actually be worse for me. But should we give them some tips on how they can best overcome fear of judgment specifically?
My first one is start small. I think fear of judgment can feel really fucking scary. Like we are so, I feel like I did a call recently on this with my clients, but we are fucking cheap. We love to be in a pack mentality and to fit in. And it feels really scary when you don't, where you're the outlier or where you're doing the thing. And that's why, like, naturally we are really scared of judgment, because we want to fit in, and it feels really safe for us to, and it feels really scary for us not to. So a little bit, I could have added that in before, but a little bit of like, that's why fear of judgment can actually be really scary. But start with the little small things, like whether you are afraid to, something for me was like dancing at the gym or something, like, or like having a little boogie in between sets, like just do it, whether it's like a little shoulder shimmy, realize you survived, you didn't die, and you're okay. You don't have to break out into a full fucking dance.
High School Musical vibes.
Yeah, but you, a little shoulder shimmy. You don't have to break out into a full fucking dance in the middle of the gym floor, but it's like, if you're someone who always looks at someone who's really being out there in the gym and being their full fucking personality, small things. It's not that you have to do that straight away, because you would probably want to feel like you're going to vomit and like fully retreat and never go to the gym again. Like, start really small and just create that safety within your body and create that evidence that you can do it and you didn't die. Because usually when it comes to fear, we have these fears because it's that safety in your body of like, we're protecting ourselves from what we think is death. Whereas a lot of the fears we have now are a lot different to when we were fucking cavemen. Like, fear of judgment is not going to actually kill you. Fear of this big friggin' animal or natural disaster is a lot different. So I think it's just creating that evidence in your brain, in your body, to be like, I did this, I did that little dance, I spoke up at work, I reached out to someone, I complimented a stranger, I talked to someone new, like so many different things. Start really, really, really small and create the evidence, create the safety in your body that you can do it, and just start building that. The thing is, I just want to add on to the start small. You can't just do it once. So I think sometimes people are like, oh, I did it. Like I did that boogie in the gym, or like I was on a walk and I said hi to someone walking past. That one time won't do anything. You got to do the one time, and then the next week you do that small thing again, and eventually all the little small wins start stacking up and adding up and adding up and adding up. And then you'll start to move on to bigger things. And that's where the progress actually happens. But if you do that really small thing and then don't do anything about it ever again, you're still probably going to be really fucking scared, because you have about this much evidence and this much fear. So we want to try and make the evidence bigger than the fear.
That was amazing.
Thanks.
My tip for you is to just ask yourself, what are you actually afraid of? And what's the worst thing that can happen? And the thing with fear is that it's truly just in your mind and you're creating the outcome. So if you can create this big, scary thing, you can also just create the complete opposite. So genuinely just ask yourself, like, for example, if your fear of judgment is like you're afraid to post on social media, right? Because you want to have an online business, or you just, want to be a positive light online, which is awesome, but you're afraid of people judging you. Just ask yourself, if you hit that post button or that share button, what is actually going to happen? What are you actually afraid of? Like, are you afraid someone's going to send you a message saying, oh my God, that was so lame? Like, will that actually happen? You don't know. And that's, again, the thing with fear, is that you're just creating it. So instead of thinking people are going to message you with all these nasty things, why don't you just imagine that someone has had their day completely flipped because you decided to post something so positive online? Or how about instead you got a message from someone saying, oh my God, thank you for sharing that. Like, that really made me so happy, or da-da-da, whatever it is. Like, imagine how much better you would feel. The thing is that people find it so much easier to vibrate off a lower frequency. That's why we feel so much fear, because it's like, okay, well, I'll just, like you said, I'll just keep myself safe. And I say that in quotations because your mind will do that. Your mind will tell you to play it safe and don't do all these things. But what you have to realize is that that's actually what's holding you back. Like, you have to just do the things. So just ask yourself, like, okay, if I post on social media, what's the worst thing that can happen? Like, literally, again, like Alicia said, you're not going to fucking die. Like, I know it sounds so drastic and dramatic, but it's true. Like, you're literally not going to fucking war. Like, you're not speaking in front of 1 million people. You're not going on the news. Like, you're literally, like, in your world, yes, it might seem like it's so huge and so explosive, but like, I feel like this is probably another tip, but just zoom yourself out of the situation when you're about to do the thing. Like, literally pull yourself out and be like, is it actually that scary? Is it actually that bad? Or am I the one that's making it seem so fucking scary? Because that fear, you're creating it. Like, you just have to remember that the amount of fear you can create is also the same amount that you can diminish.
Slay. Fucking
gave me chills, yes.
This is so good. I've actually thought of another one.
Oh my God,
top
yeah,
of
go.
What we've got is focus on what the positive could come from it, not just the negative. Because you just reminded when you were saying it of like, yes, okay, posting something on Instagram, you're worried about the trolls and the haters and all those things, but so much positive could come from it. Or I'm going to use like dancing again because I feel like that's just something fun. Is like, I'm also the type of person, like if we would be, I was going to say at a bar, but I can't remember the last time I went to a bar.
I'll never see you in a bar.
I can't think of another situation. Say at a wedding or something. That's a good example, I feel like. If you're at a wedding and you're watching everyone on the dance floor and you're going, oh, I really hope that I could do that. There may be someone that watches you go up and then goes, oh, that girl went up. Like, now I can go up and dance. And like, there's actually so much positive that can come from you pushing through your fear of judgment, not only for yourself, but other people. Like, lead the way, be the person that is that permission slip for other people to go, if she can do it, I can do it. If she can post the thing without the fear, like with Rami and all the stuff that she's been receiving from all of her posts about being the police. I was going to say the police office.
The police office.
The police force. It inspires me to even be like, okay, cool. I can post my voice. I can say all the things and like, I'm going to be okay. And I think a lot of the time we focus on all the negative that could come from us doing the scary thing. But it's like, okay, cool. What actually positive could come from it as well?
Mm-hmm. Seriously. Like, seriously, go look at my comments on my post. They're actually fucked.
Yeah.
I just laugh at them now. But anyway, like, I am your evidence. Like, if you're someone who's literally riddled with fear, just go look at that and then also notice that I'm still fucking showing up. I just had to add that in there because just feel so passionate about it.
Yeah.
Don't worry about the trolls, man. Anyway.
I was going to say even another one. I feel like more is just coming.
Yeah, nice. Good.
Is look for other parts in your life previously where you were scared and you did it and you survived. It's again just building the evidence of like little things of like, okay, you were probably scared the first day you started high school. You survived, you got through it, you were okay. You were probably nervous of judgment, talking in front of people or voicing your opinion at work for the first time or like stuffing up when you started a new job. You survived, you were okay. So how is this thing that you probably have in your head going to be so different?
Amazing. And literally like the next tip, just do it. Just do it. Your fear, it unfortunately doesn't just disappear. Like, you don't roll out of bed and you're just never afraid anymore. It's the fact that you just have to do it, because as soon as you do it, the fear goes. And then, yeah, you'll do the next thing. Literally, like you said, like there's always going to be some version of fear in your life, and especially with the fear of judgment, because as you grow and evolve, you're going to want to do new things and meet new people and whatever it is that you want to do, new goals and stuff like that. So, of course, there is going to be that little niggle of, oh, what's this person going to think? And what's my partner going to think? What's my mum going to think or whatever? But it's like, so I guess the point is that fear of judgment doesn't necessarily go away, but it gets easier the more that you do it. So you just have to trust that as long as you continue to do the things that you want to do, regardless of the fear of judgment, it will just get easier and easier and easier.
And we're here to what the hell?
She lost her English.
I just did not. I was going to say, we're here to support you.
When we can speak English, we are here for you.
But we are here to support you, and we want to challenge you for when you listen to this episode, over the next week, pick something that scares you in terms of fear of judgment specifically, and whether that is, I keep coming back to dancing in public, whether it's speaking to a stranger, whether it is going to the gym, maybe it's taking a gym selfie. Maybe it's filming yourself at the gym. Whatever it is, we challenge you to do it. Just do one small thing and slide into our DMs and let us know how you went, because we want to celebrate the fuck out of you and support you along this journey.
Absolutely. And also, if you have that fear and you don't know how to overcome it, we're also here to help you, give you those actionable steps that you need to go do the thing. And then we can celebrate when you go and do it. So yes, please, you can message us on Instagram at Fierce and Femme Podcast, or our individual Instagrams. I'm at Rise with Rami.
I'm Alicia Warren __.
And yeah, please, our DMs are always open. We would honestly love to hear from you. And if you would love to give us a little cheeky follow, rate us 5 stars on Spotify and subscribe to our YouTube channel, you know the drill. We would greatly appreciate it.
Love you so much. Bye, queens.
Bye.